everyone, today I'm showing you how to crochet The Grinch. Yay! It's one of my favorite Christmas movie and I always wanted to crochet it and to show you how to crochet it. As usual, I will show you how to crochet every round. I will show you the stitches and everything. So if you are a beginner, you can totally follow this step-by-step video and make it happen. But if you prefer the written pattern, you know, with pictures and instructions and everything, you can find the PDF file on my Etsy shop and on my Patron. And by the way, thank you so much if you decide to purchase, because like that you support my business, and like that I can keep posting free tutorials for everyone. So thank you so much. Let's get started with a list of supplies you need to crochet the Grinch. And if you have any question, please let me know in the comment section. I always try to answer to everyone. So for the supplies, all the links are in the description if you want to order the same things that I used. And you don't have to use the same brand of yarn that I did, but the weight category has to be the same for a similar result. If you don't go for the same weight category, which is super bulky, your Grinch may be smaller or bigger, it depends. So I used a weight category super bulky number 6. I used the hook 6mm, the size of the hook is 6mm. Then the yarn I used is Premier Perfect Chunky from the brand Premier Yarn. As I said before, it's a weight category super bulky 6, so that's the thickness of the yarn, so it's pretty thick. And as a reference, one skein of Premier Perfect Chunky is 131 yard and also 120 meter as a reference. So for the color red, I use the yarn called Poppy from Perfect Chunky. Then for the green, I used Electric Green, which is a color green, and is from the collection Neon. So if you go on the website, it's not in the regular Perfect Chunky, is in the Neon collection. Then I used the color white and I doubled it with Little Bunny, which is a fuzzy yarn, to have a fluffy effect. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to double your chenille yarn with a fuzzy yarn. If you don't want to, you can use a chenille yarn by itself. So I used white Perfect Chunky and white Little Bunny. And for the brown, I use the color I use the color called Teddy Bear. Then for the other supplies, you will need a little bit of yellow chenille yarn and a little bit of dark green chenille yarn for the face details. So you really don't need a lot, so make sure to not buy a whole skein. If you have some at home, that's perfect. Then I use some cotton yarn to sew some details, some pieces. Like the arms, I sew the arms, and that's it. That's all I sewed. But you may want to sew all the pieces to the body. So it's up to you, but I recommend to use cotton yarn that is matching the color of your piece. Why I didn't sew is because I hot glue a lot of elements you will see in the video. I just think it's faster and easier when I film, but you don't have to use hot glue. I just think it's easier. And if you decide to sew, I recommend you to get regular darning needles, but also curved darning needles. This is a must-have when you sew plushies. The curved darning needles are so useful. So this is my tip. Then you will need a little bit, you will need some stuffing. Like, I don't know why I say a little bit, just stuffing. Then you will need 2 safety eyes, 14mm, so 2 round safety eyes, 1 lap counter, stitch markers, you know, the usual. Then wooden stick to place all the elements before sewing them or gluing them, it's up to you. And then some sewing pins. I use it before embroidering the face details. So the following video is a step-by-step tutorial to crochet my Grinch plushie. You can get the written pattern on my Etsy shop as a PDF file. The link is in the description, and if you decide to purchase, thank you so much for the support. The number in parentheses is the number of stitches to have at the end of each round or each row.
This creation is crocheted using the yarn under technique, and I work around in spiral. I don't make chain stitches or slip stitches between them, just spiral, spiral, spiral. And lastly, if the video goes too fast, you can slow it down in the YouTube reader. Let's get started, and let me know if you have any question in the comment section. So let's get started with the body. Here is a list of abbreviations that I used during this part. So here are the abbreviation and the traduction. So let's start by making a magic ring and 6 single crochet in the ring. So I use a hook 6mm and Premiere Parfait Chunky in color Poppy. So 6 single crochet in the magic ring. After that, you will make 6 increases. So one increase is 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So 6 increases will give you a total of 12 stitches at the end of round number 2. Then round number 3 is 1 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. So you will have 18 stitches at the end of the round. Then you will make 3 rounds of increases. Round 4, 2 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. Round 5, 3 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. And round 6, 4 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. I didn't film it all because it's always the same. And round number 7, it's in the back loop only. You see, I show you where is the back loop. So you will crochet only in this back loop, 1 single crochet in each stitch. So no increase, no decrease, just in this back loop. So you see I only get here the back loop. Instead of getting the front loop and the back loop, you only crochet the back loop. Voila. So this will create the bottom of the body. Then grab your lap counter, you will need it because we will make 5 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. It's round number 8 to round number 12. So now let's change color. Don't cut the red yarn because we will keep using it after, but change color to white chenille yarn, with white fluffy yarn. It's optional if you want to use the white chunny yarn by itself and not use the fluffy yarn. It's totally okay. I just like the fuzzy effect. So to change color, you do it on the last single crochet of the round. When you have 2 loops on the hook before ending the single crochet, you insert the new color to finish the single crochet with it. And you will start a new round, which is round 13, and you make 1 single crochet in each stitch with white yarn. So then after that you can cut the white yarn because we won't need it anymore, and switch back to the red yarn. And now we will make round 14, which is in the back loop only of the white round. So you see the back loop. So we don't see very well because it's fuzzy yarn, but it's in the back loop only. And you make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So you are back with a red yarn. Then you make 2 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. So this is round 15 and round 16. And round 17 is 4 single crochet, 1 decrease, 6 times. So 1 decrease is grabbing 2 single crochet to only make 1. So I will show you. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and 4 single crochet. And then you make the decrease. So you grab the front loop of both stitch 1, 2, and you make it a single crochet. Voila. So instead of having 2 stitches, you only have 1. Then round 18 is 1 single crochet in each stitch. Round 19 is 3 single crochet, 1 decrease 6 times, and you should have 24 stitches at the end of the round. You can start stuffing the body. Round 20 is 2 single crochet, 1 decrease 6 times. Make sure you have 18 stitches at the end of the round. Next round is 1 single crochet in each stitch. Then you will make 2 rounds in the front loop only. So instead of doing both loops, you only crochet in the front loop. So I show you right here. This is the front loop. So don't grab both loops, just crochet the front loop, and you do 2 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch in the front loop only. And then you make an invisible finish. So you cut the yarn, you pass it through the loops to make a knot, and you will create a fake stitch to make it invisible. That's why it's called the invisible finish. Then you can finish stuffing the body, and I will show you because the 2 last rounds are supposed to be, like the how do you call it, like the turtleneck of the sweater. So make sure it's rolled back like that, and make sure it doesn't stay up. Voilà, it's like a turtleneck. And now we are going to place markers to know where to sew or glue the feet during the assemblage, so after. So count 6 rounds from the magic ring and place the marker on the front loop of the 6 rounds. There are 9 stitches between the two markers. So here you see from the magic ring, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the stitch where you only crochet it in the back loop, that's why we only see the front loops. And then place one marker, voila. And then you count 9 stitches between them. And on the 10, you put the second one. So it's to know where to place the feet after. So make sure there are 9 stitches, but if there are 10 stitches, it's okay, it's not a big deal. Voila. So we will use it later when we will sew or glue the feet. And also make sure the demarcation, we don't see it. Make sure like the markers are in the front. Now let's crochet the feet. So we will make 2 of them. So here is a list of abbreviations that I used for the feet and the translation for French speakers. So still using the hook 6mm, and I'm using teddy bear color in Premier Parfait Chunky. So you start by making a magic ring and 6 single crochet in the magic ring. I don't know why I put a stitch marker here, but it's okay. So 6 single crochet as usual. I always start with 6 single crochet. And also to avoid breaking the yarn, I always, so I do 1 single crochet, I close the ring a little bit, another single crochet, I close a little bit more. I don't wait until the last single crochet to close the ring. That's just an advice if you don't want the yarn to break. So you see I close it little by little. And then we will make round number 2, which is 6 increases, and that will give you 12 stitches at the end of round 2. Then round 3 is 1 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. Number 4 is 2 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. You should have 24 stitches at the end of the round. Then next round we will only crochet in the back loop. So you see I show it to you right here. It's only in the back loop and is 1 single crochet in each stitch. next round is 1 single crochet in each stitch. Round 7 is 3 decreases, 12 single crochet, 3 decreases, and I will give you 18 stitches at the end of the round, so make sure to count at the end of round 7 to make sure you have all the stitches. And round 8 is 1 decrease, 14 single crochet, 1 decrease. That will give you 16 stitches. Then round 9 is 1 decrease, 12 single crochet, 1 decrease. After that, make an invisible finish, stuff the foot, and repeat all these steps for the second foot. So next I show you how I did the invisible finish and how I stuff the foot. So now let's make the hat. So here is a list of abbreviations that I used, and for the hat I start by using a white shiny yarn, and you can double it with fuzzy yarn as you did before for the body, but for the video I just didn't double it as the stitches are more visible. So but I like the hat better with fuzzy yarn. So you start by making 36 chain stitches, so very easy, just 36 of them. So once you are done, join the first chain stitch to the last chain stitch with a slip stitch. So I will show you right here. So you see the last one, you grab the first one and you do a slip stitch, so it creates like a ring. And like that we can now crochet in rounds. So round number 1 for the hat is 1 single crochet in each stitch. So in each chain stitch, actually the one that you just made, and start crocheting in the same stitch as a slip stitch. So like that you have 36 stitches at the end of the round. Then cut the white yarn and change color to Premiere Parfait Chunky in color Puppy. Not Puppy, Poppy, sorry. So you remember how to change color on the last single crochet of the round. When you have 2 loops, so here I cheated a little bit. When you have 2 loops, you insert the new yarn, so the red yarn, to finish a single crochet. Voila, so now we can crochet with the red yarn. You can cut the white yarn. We won't need it anymore. And you can tie knots between them. So like that you don't destroy all the work you just done. Voila. So now we will do round number 2, so with a red yarn, and it's in the back loop only, and you will make 1 single crochet in each stitch in the back loop only. So I show you, now you are getting used to it, to the back loop, so it's right there. Voila. Now you will make 3 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. So like that's why you need your lap counter to make sure you don't miscount. And this is round number 3 to round number 5. Round is round number 6, and you will make 2 single crochet, 1 decrease 9 times, and that will give you 27 stitches at the end of round 6. Round 7 is 1 single crochet, 1 decrease 9 times. Round 8 is 1 single crochet in each stitch. So next round, round number 9 is 7 single crochet, 1 decrease 2 times. So that gives you 16 stitches at the end of round 9. Then you will make a series of rounds of 1 single crochet and rounds of decreases. So I wrote them down for you. I didn't film all of them because honestly they were almost always the same. So you see, you start by round 10, 1 single crochet in each stitch, and you end up at round 20 in 1 single crochet in each stitch. And you will see the hat will be significantly smaller at the end. And then you will do round 21, which is 3 decreases. So you see your hat is way smaller, and you do 3 decreases. Then close the circle, so cut the yarn, pass it through the loop, yarn over, pass it through the loop to make a knot, and then grab a darning needle, and with the yarn you will pass through the front loops of the 3 stitches left. So you will see, like the front loop right here. Wait. Right here, the next one, and the next one. And the more you pull on the yarn, the more it's gonna close the circle. Voila. And then you can hide the yarn in the hat. After that, you can weave in the ends. So weaving in means just hiding the ends that you cut in the other stitches. So you see, I just hide or hid all of them. Then let's make the pompon with white chenille yarn with fuzzy yarn if you want it. If you don't want it, you don't have to use it with fuzzy yarn. And here is the abbreviation that I used for the pompon. So same thing, I like it better with fuzzy yarn, but for the video I didn't film it with fuzzy yarn as the stitches are not very visible. So, but if you can, I recommend you to use fuzzy yarn. I think it's really cute with regular chenille yarn. Anyways, so you start with a magic ring and you make single crochet in the ring. Then you make 6 increases. This is round number 2. And then the last round for the pompon is 6 decreases. So you see it's very fast to make the pompon. So just 6 decreases and I will make a little ball, you will see. So once you are done, you can close the ring. So you cut the yarn, pass it through the loop to make a knot, and then you pass the yarn with the darning needle in the front loops of the 6 stitches of the six last stitches. So like honestly, I didn't stuff it. If you want, you can stuff it a little bit. I just didn't find it necessary. But if you want and you find your pompon is too soft, you can stuff it a little bit. So now let's make the arms. So here is a list of abbreviations that I used. And you will start with green chenille yarn. So it's Premier Parfait Chunky Electric Green. And you start by making a magic ring and 6 single crochet in the ring. Then round 2 is 6 increases. After that, you will make 2 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. So this is round 3 and round number 4. Then round number 5 is 6 decreases. After the decreases, you can cut the yarn and make an invisible finish. So you know invisible finish is to create a fake stitch. Make sure to not make the fake stitch too tight. You will understand after why, but don't make it too tight because we will need to crochet again in these stitches. Then insert a stitch marker in the back loops of each stitch, so 6 in total. So I will show you, that's why I told you to not make the invisible finish too tight. So because you with the invisible finish you still created a fake stitch, you still have six back loops. So put a marker on each of them. Insert the white chenille yarn, so premier parfait chunky white alone or with little bunny, it's up to you, with a chain stitch in one of the front loop of the round and start crocheting on the same stitch as the chain stitch. So I will show you. So here I just want to show you the difference. So you see like this is premier parfait chunky by itself or with fluffy yarn. So here is by itself the result and here is with fluffy yarn. So it's really up to you. So once you decide which fluffy yarn or not you want, so you see the front loops are right here, right in front of the back loops that you put the stitch markers on, and you insert your hook and insert the white chenille yarn and make a I just want I did a close up on the front loop, and with a white chenille yarn you make a chain stitch right here, so you insert it and then you make 1 single crochet in each stitch in the front loop only. So you start in the same stitch as the chain. Voilà, so 1 single crochet and you only crochet in the front loop. And once you are done, you can cut the yarn and make an invisible finish. So now insert the red chenille yarn, which is Premier Perfect Chunky in color poppy with a chain stitch in one of the back loop indicated by the marker. Start crocheting on the same stitch as the chain stitch. I will show you right after how I did it. Once you are done inserting the right yarn, make 6 increases in the back loop only. So, I mean, there is only the back loop to crochet in, but so 2 single crochet in each stitch for an increase. Voila. So when you crochet in the stitch that you did the invisible finish, you will see the red yarn may get loose. So make sure to pull a little bit on the green yarn if you are if it's getting loose. You know, just if you pull on it, you will see it will go back to normal. So I will say it's the most tricky part on the pattern, but if you really crochet in the stitches are where the stitch marker, it should be okay. I would say it's the most difficult part of the pattern. And make sure to count your stitches at the end of the round. Make sure you have 12. So you see, as I told you, the green yarn was getting loose a little bit, so I make sure to just like pull on it. You can even tie a knot if you want. So after that, you can stuff the little end, stuff it a little bit, and this is the only thing we will stuff. We will not stuff the arm, just the little hand. So just make sure it's round and nice. And finally we will make 7 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch, so make sure to grab your lap counter, and this is from round 8 to round 14. So after that you can cut the yarn and make an invisible finish. And now you can repeat for the second arm. So now let's crochet the head, steel hook 6mm and the color electric lime. And here is a list of abbreviations that I use. So the only different thing is TSC is 3 single crochet in the same stitch, which is instead of doing an increase with 2 single crochet in the same stitch, you do 3 single crochet in the same stitch. So let's start with a magic ring and 6 single crochet in the ring. Round number 2 is 6 increases. Number 3 is 1 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. I will give you 18 stitches at the end of the round. Then you will do 2 rounds of increases. So round 4, 2 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times, and round 5, 3 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. You will have 30 stitches at the end of round 5. You will do 5 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. So this is from round 6 to round 10. After that, on round 10, you will place threads or marker, it's up to you, on the 12th and 18th single crochet. This will be where we place the eyes after. So once you are done with round 10, you count 12 stitches and you put a thread or a marker, as I said. And so one on the 12th and one on the 18th. Then round 11 is in the front loop only, and you will make 6 single crochet, 3 TSC, 12 single crochet, 3 TSC, and 6 single crochet. So as a reminder, a TSC is 3 single crochet in the same stitch. So it's like an increase, but instead of doing 2 single crochet in the same stitch, you do 3 single crochet. So you just do 3 after the 6 single crochet, you do 3 times that. So here you will do 3 single crochet in the same stitch. Again, so 1, 2, 3. Then you go to the next stitch in the front loop only again, and you do 3 single crochet in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. And then you go to the next one and you do 3 single crochet in the same stitch. Voilà, very simple. After that you do 12 single crochet. After the 12 single crochet you redo the same thing, so 3 single crochet in the same stitch and 6 single crochet. So make sure at the end of the round you have 42 stitches. And round 12 is still in the front loop only, and you do 1 single crochet in each stitch. And you will do 5 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. So this is from round 13 to round 17. So after that you can place the safety eyes where the 2 threads are, or your 2 markers. Then you can remove the threads. So here I block the yarn to make sure you don't like I don't remember how we say destroy what you just did basically. And you will insert the safety eyes right here under the threads, one here and one on the other side. For that, this is round 18, so 3 single crochet, 1 decrease 8 times plus 1 decrease, and that will give you 33 stitches at the end of the round. And you do round 19, 1 single crochet, 1 decrease 11 times. Then you can start stuffing the head. Make sure to spread the stuffing to the side so the cheeks look chunky. So I will show you. You take the stuffing. So first you can stuff the head like just regularly. And when it comes to the cheek, just make sure to spray it on the side. So his two cheeks looks bigger. So you see, I'll show you. Up. You see I put it on the side. So like that it really creates the shape of the cheeks. Like that. Kind of look like a frog a little bit. You see? Voila. And then this is round 20. So 1 single crochet, 1 decrease 7 times plus 1 single crochet. Make sure you have 15 stitches at the end of round 20. After that, you can finish stuffing the head. So, voila, I add a little bit more in the cheeks. I wanted them to be very chunky, you know. Voila. Then you will do 7 decreases plus 1 single crochet. And finally, you can cut the yarn and close the ring. So you know you pass the yarn through the loop to make a knot, and then you pass the yarn through the front loops of the 8 stitches that are left. So only in the front loop to close the ring. So then we are about to embroider the details on the face. So let's start with the eyes contours with yellow chenille yarn. So for me it's gonna be very hard to explain exactly how I did it. So make sure to really watch the video to see exactly how I embroidered the details. So it's very hard because it's very hard for me to describe what I did. So I hope the video explain it all. Next, let's embroider the eyelashes with thin black cotton yarn. So I show you how it will look like at the end. So what you should expect. So you see like 2 eyelashes, one of both eyes. But first I placed pins to show you exactly where to insert the needle. So the first pin is placed 3 stitches away from the eye, a little bit above the line. The second pin is 4 stitches away from the eyes on the same line as the first pin. So I will show you. So I place pin just to show you exactly where to put them. You see 4 stitches away and 3 stitches away. So after that, let's embroider the eyebrows with dark chenille yarn. So you can use darker green than the one you use for the head. This is what it will look like after. You see, so it looks grumpy. And place 2 pins in the middle of the eyes. The pins are 2 stitches away from them and 1 line above the eyes. Place another pin 2 stitches above the eyelashes on both sides. So here is the 2 first pin, you see in the middle, 2 stitches away, and a third pin, 2 stitches above the eyelashes. So I'll show you exactly how I placed the pins. and 1, 2, 2 lines, and the third one, and 1, 2, and above the eyelashes. Voila. So then you just pass the green yarn through these pins to make the eyebrows. With the same dark green yarn, we will now do the nose. So here is a picture of what it will look like. You see, right in the middle of both eyes. It looks funny from this angle. So place 2 pins in the middle of the eyes, 1 line under them. The pins are 3 stitches away from the eyes. So once you place the pins, just pass the green yarn 3 times between them. So 1, 2, 3 times to create the noise. Finally, let's do the smile. I use the same thin black cotton yarn as the eyelashes, so I'll show you a picture how the smile will look like at the end. Voila. It looks like the Grinch like that. And the first pin is placed 2 stitches away from the eye, 1 line under it. The second pin is 4 stitches away from the eye on the same line as the first pin. And do the same thing on the other side. So you see this is one side, and this, voila, on one side, 2 stitches away and then 4 stitches away. And then you do the same thing on the other side. And then I show you in the video how to embroider the smile. So after that I added a little bit of glue at the bottom of the smile to block the yarn and keep the shape of the smile. If you don't have glue, it's okay, you can sew a little very small stitches with black sewing thread at the bottom of the smile just to block it. So here it just was easier for me to add a little bit of glue, and you see like that the smile stays that way. So now let's do the assemblage. So let's put all the pieces together. So sew or glue the pieces as shown in the video. If you sew, it will be easier for you to use a curved darning needle with thin cotton yarn, the same color as the pieces that you are sewing. And also I recommend you to first use long sticks to place all the pieces, then look at it and then glue and sew them, just to make sure the overview is nice. So now let's start by positioning the feet where the markers are, and I used hot glue because it's faster, but I will show you how to sew just in case. So that's how it will look like after. So here you will place the feet, the bottom of the feet, you see right here, you place where the marker is. And I used long wooden sticks, like barbecue sticks. So you place them, and then I will show you how to sew it if you decide to sew the feet. And just because I'm lazy and because it's easier and faster, I use hot glue. And honestly, it's very good if you don't plan to, I guess, like give it to a kid, or something like that. You don't want the kid to be exposed to hot glue, I guess. But if you don't plan to give it to a kid, you just use hot glue. It's just so much faster. And it made my tutorials so much easier. It takes a lot of time to film a tutorial, but when I had to show everything I was sewing, it took me forever. Anyway, so here is how it looks like. Then we will place the arms so the ends almost touch, but don't touch, and keep a space between the neck and the top of the arm. So only the ends. I didn't use hot glue for this part because I think sewing is so much nicer for the arms. So you see, I showed you before how it will look like, and here I will show you how to place the arm. So I place the first one, then I place the second one, and you see there is a space between the neck and the top of the arm, and make sure they almost touch. Almost touch. Don't make them touch. No, I'm kidding. If you want to make them touch, it's okay. Voila. And then I will show you how I sew the arms. I decided to sew the arm and not to glue them because I think it's nicer and it looks like the arm blends to the body. So here is how it should look like. And next I will show you how to sew. Then I added a little bit of glue under the ends, so the ends, so they stay close to the body. Is really something you don't have to do. I just think the result is nicer, but you really don't have to do it. Or you can sew the ends to the body if you like it. So you see I added a little bit of glue, and like that they stay very close to the body. Then you can position the head and use long sticks to keep it in place while sewing and gluing. It's very important so the head don't move. And I use hot glue because, as I say, it's easier, but it doesn't move when you try to sew the head to the body. Like sometimes it moves and you finish sewing and it's just not nice. So I just like gluing it. And hot glue is very strong, like it really stays in place. But that's just my opinion. And finally, you can put the hat on and sew and glue it to the head. Sew or glue it to the head. I put it slightly on the side because I think it's cuter. And sew a little stitch or add glue where indicated to keep the pompon down. So you see where is the purple darning needle? I use glue under it just to keep the pompon down. So I will show you how I glued everything. But you can sew it, it's totally fine.
Now you should be done with your Grinch. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know if you have any question in the comment section. I just want to take a moment to wish you happy holidays, the best holidays. I hope you enjoy your family, your friends, everybody that you love. Don't forget to tell them that you love them. It's very important. I see you next year in 2026 and bye bye.